Hi, it's me again, Corone. All right. So today I thought I'd talk a little, just a little, and I see a glare in my glasses, just a little about the eagle, because I wrote up a short note yesterday, placed it on my page, Read the Eagle. But one of the points that really stuck with me, and I really just looked into that, and I was discussing that today with my brother. And we were just talking about the strength of the eagle. But the last point is what I really want to talk with you about today. Amazing. It's unbelievable. All right? So this is what the eagle does. When the eagle is old and it gets weaker, and it's not able to fly as far or as fast as it used to when it was young. And I was kind of looking into this because I was comparing it to the verse in Isaiah chapter 40, which most of us are acquainted with, verse 31. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. But when it says their strength shall be renewed and they shall mount up with wings like eagles. And you know, we're very familiar with that verse, very familiar. But the thing about the eagle, and I was listing some of the characteristics yesterday on my page, Joseph Had a Dream. If you've not been on there yet, the page is Joseph Had a Dream. But the last point I made about the eagle is that when the eagle gets old, what it does, it flies away because now it's weak. Now it's not flying as far and not as fast as it used to when it's young. So it flies away, up into the mountains. And it goes there, isolated from others, and there it plucks out its feathers, breaks its beak, right? All of this in isolation, by the way, so you don't get to see me like this. Breaks its beak and breaks its claws. This has to be a very painful process, okay? Bloody and painful and ugly, which is why it's away in isolation. I love it because, as we were discussing, myself and my brother today, is that it shows that there's an amount of self-evaluation that takes place. And the eagle is not afraid to say, I'm not doing as well as I used to. In the eagle's case, it's because it's older. But for some of us, it might be that you're tired. You've been fighting, many battles on the job, at home, in church. You've been fighting. Life can be so tough. Fighting with the bills, with children, with a spouse. It can be so rough. It could be a divorce. It could be a separation. My God, it could be that you lost your job, or, we recently coming out of the pandemic. So it could be because all of this loss due to the pandemic, loss of job, loss of opportunities, loss of business, and loss of self. Many people have lost their selves, their minds, during the pandemic, because with all that's going on, there's just a lot that people are carrying on the inside. But at this very ugly, the eagle goes away and plucks his feathers out. And this is ugly. I don't want you to see me like this. Sometimes you're grieving, sometimes you're in pain, and it's okay to step back. It's okay to be like, I need time for me. I don't need you to see me like this. And I know we have a very popular team that's almost like cliche, and I've been hearing it over the last 10 years, leading while bleeding. Who says that you have to lead while you're bleeding? Who says that? Because oftentimes while we're bleeding, we bloody others. We make bloody the people around us. And if somebody comes to embrace us, there is blood. Because I'm here with you while I'm bleeding. It's okay to take time away, like the eagle, when he's self-evaluating and I'm no good like this. Let me go into isolation. Let me go up the mountains and spend some time with me. Let me spend some time with me and God. You know, I can't continue like this. Life has slowed me down. Because of life, I'm not dreaming. Because of my experiences for the last 2 or 3 years, I'm no longer soaring. I've lost hope. I've lost faith. I've lost vigor. I've lost vitality. I've lost my bright outlook on life. But I don't want you to see me like this. I'll be no good to you. Your mountain could be spending time in a hotel for 2 weeks away. Your mountain could be just being home, reading, spending more time with God. You might not be able to afford spending 2 weeks in a hotel or however long it takes for you to pluck these feathers out that are weighing you down, breaking your beak and your claws, and spending some time away to deal with you. Now I'm hurting, now I'm bleeding, I'm battered, I'm bruised, I'm worn. And he goes away and he stays until the feathers are grown again. You know what? I'm not going to cut this process short. You might be trying to call me out. You might be saying time to come back to work. You might be saying time to come back to ministry. You might be saying to me, it's time to come do this. It's time to come do that. And we tend to put time on person's process, like, oh, you're grieving too long, you're taking too long to heal, and people want to tell you how long it should take. But the eagle stays as long as it took him to regrow those feathers, and then he comes out from isolation. Then he comes away from spending time alone. When you spend time alone, you're able to think, you're able to process, you're able to reevaluate yourself. You're able to ask yourself the questions that you need to, because this is a time with self. This is me not being at my best, not peaking, not gliding in the storms like I used to, not being able to stretch my wings as far as I used to or as far as I know that I can. So he shuts himself away because nobody can revive, rejuvenate, or restore him but himself. So let me spend this time with me, and I'm going to ask myself the tough questions. I'm not going to hide from me. I'm going to hide from you because I don't want you seeing me like this and I'll be no use to you. You know, I don't want you to be blooded because I have to go through this phase and this process. And when his feathers are regrown, then he comes back out and he soars faster, higher than he used to, because now he's rejuvenated. Now his strength is renewed like an eagle. Mount up with wings like an eagle, because his strength is renewed. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up. Mount up. Before now, mounting was difficult. Before renewing your strength, gliding was difficult. Understand the eagle is so fearless. And you can still read that post on my Facebook page, Joseph Had a Dream. Now, he's so fearless, unafraid of the storm, that he uses the wind of the storm to soar. How many of us can do that? Soar. Use the wind of the storm, not against you, but let that storm take you where it should. But I can't soar anymore because I'm old and I'm broken and I'm weak and I'm faint. But if you wait upon the Lord, and the eagle is willing to go in the mountain and wait until his feathers are renewed, restored, and regrown before he comes back out to glide, to soar. My God, to soar as fast and as far as he can. I just want to say to somebody today, you know, evaluate your life, where you're at, and don't be afraid to say, hey, I'm not operating at my best. I'm not functioning optimally. I'm not being the best I can be to my family. I'm not being the best I can be to myself. I'm not being the best I could be to my children or on my job. Let me take some time with me. Because if I spend the time and wait in the presence of God and wait before God and let God work on me, my God, and let him continue to heal me and restore me and revive me and to pour into me, my God, my latter stage will be greater than my former. You can be better, much better than before. And understand, as long as you have life, you have hope. Don't be afraid to soar again. Have a wonderful day. God bless you.